Or blue, put her in the friend zone, she turned on more. Take one for the team, I do that for my boy.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. On first down, here's Mond. He'll buy some time right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mond. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Rodgers to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now swing pass for Dillon. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be at.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mon. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense. Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephen Weatherly gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And Crosby puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Cook now off the read option. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bond going to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, you're likely going to have to.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Mond now off of play action. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Mond. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his right. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That catch good for only a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Again, it's Hill, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kylan Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. They'll roll him out right. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Mond looks to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes right side. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Slant to Adams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Hill. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. Cook now off the read option.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Cook. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Cook now off the read option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Cook now off the read option. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's Hill again on second down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Rodgers to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. A give. This is Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. try it here. He's back to throw. That's complete to Smith-Marset. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened.